Have you ever stared at your reflection and asked yourself, who am I, really? Not the mask you wear for the world, not the version of you shaped by expectations, but the raw, unfiltered soul staring back. Most people can't face that truth. You're here because you're ready to confront it. Let me tell you something about mirrors. They don't lie. They don't flatter or deceive. They show you the scars, the cracks, the darkness you try so hard to hide. But they also show you something else, the strength buried beneath it all. When you look into that mirror, what do you see? Regret? Fear? A lifetime of missed chances and broken dreams? Good. That's your starting point. That's where the transformation begins. You can't rewrite your story if you don't first acknowledge the pages that are torn. Every scar on your face, every line etched into your skin is a testament to the battles you've fought. Some you won, some you lost. But here's the thing, you're still here. And that means you've already conquered more than most people ever will. But surviving isn't enough, is it?
No.
You weren't born just to scrape by, to live in the shadows of what could have been. You were born to dominate, to shine so brightly that even your reflection can't help but look away. Let's talk about pain for a second. Not the fleeting kind, but the deep, soul-crushing pain that leaves you gasping for air at 3 a.m. That pain, that's your ally. It's not your enemy. It's your teacher. It's there to show you where you've been weak, where you've fallen short, and where you need to grow. But most people run from it. They hide, distract themselves, numb it with temporary pleasures. Not you, not anymore. You're going to take that pain, grab it by the throat, and demand that it make you stronger. Here's the truth no one wants to admit. Growth is ugly. It's waking up every day and fighting the same battles, knowing that victory isn't guaranteed. It's looking in the mirror and seeing the person you hate and deciding to love them enough to change. You're not perfect. You never will be. It's about looking your demons in the eye and saying, not today. The world doesn't owe you anything. Not happiness, not success, not even fairness. But that's the beauty of it. Because once you accept that, you realize the only person responsible for your life is you. And that's power, that's freedom. So stop waiting for the world to hand you what you want. Stop blaming your past, your circumstances, your parents, your boss, your friends. None of that matters anymore. The only thing that matters is what you do next. Every moment is a choice to step forward or stay stuck, to fight or to flee, to become the person you're meant to be or to settle for the one you've always been. Look in the mirror again. See that person staring back? That's your greatest enemy and your greatest ally. Conquer them, and you'll conquer the world. This journey isn't going to be easy. It's going to test you in ways you can't even imagine. But the harder it gets, the closer you are to breaking through. Pain is temporary, but growth, that lasts forever. So, the next time you stand in front of that mirror, don't look away. Stare into your own eyes and make a promise that you will not stop, you will not break, and you will not give up. Because the mirror doesn't lie, and neither should you. If this message hit you where it hurts and where it heals shit, that like button, share this video and subscribe to the channel. Together, We're building something unstoppable. Your reflection is waiting. What will you do? And as you stand there staring into that reflection, let me ask you something. What's stopping you? What's holding you back from becoming the version of yourself that you've always imagined? Is it fear, doubt, the haunting memories of failure? Let me tell you a secret. Those chains you think are binding you, they're not real. They exist only in your mind. You built them, and because you built them, you can tear them down. You weren't born to live in fear. You weren't created to settle for mediocrity. Inside you is a force so powerful, so unstoppable, that if you tapped into it just once, you'd change your entire world. But here's the catch. No one is coming to unlock that power for you. No savior, no mentor, no friend. It's just you and the mirror, and that's all you need. People will doubt you. They'll mock your ambition, question your sanity, and try to pull you back down into the comfort of their mediocrity. That's their reflection talking, not yours. They see their own fears in you, and it terrifies them. But that's not your problem. Your only job is to rise, to shatter the glass ceilings they've placed over you, to become so fierce, so relentless, so undeniable that even the doubters can't help but respect your fire. Do you know what scares people the most? Someone who doesn't give up. Someone who keeps pushing when every obstacle is screaming for them to stop. Be that person. Be the one they can't understand, the one they can't predict, the one who refuses to be average. Every great transformation starts with a decision, a single moment where you say, enough is enough. I'm done being less than I know I can be. This is that moment for you, right here, right now. Step closer to the mirror. Look yourself in the eye. Do you see it yet? That flicker of fire, that unrelenting spirit, that hunger for more? It's there. It's always been. You just forgot how to see it. Now, fan that flame. Feed it with every doubt you've ever heard, every failure you've ever endured, every time someone told you you can't. Let it burn so brightly that nothing, not fear, not pain, not even failure can extinguish. The mirror will challenge you every single day. It will ask you if you've done enough, if you've pushed hard enough, if you're truly living up to your potential. And your answer needs to be a resounding yes. But here's the thing. Greatness isn't achieved in a single leap. It's built brick by brick, moment by moment, choice by choice. Every time you choose to push harder, to stay disciplined, to fight for your future, you're laying the foundation of your legacy. And let me tell you, the world is waiting for you to show up. There's a stage out there with your name on it, a spotlight that's yours for the taking. But you've got to earn it. No shortcuts, no excuses, no handout. So what's it going to be? Will you keep hiding, keep shrinking, keep running from your reflection? Or will you face it head on? Embrace your flaws and transform them into fuel for your greatness. The choice is yours. The mirror is waiting. And the world will never be the same once you decide to rise. If this resonated with you, if you felt that fire ignite within, do one thing. Commit. Commit to becoming the best version of yourself, no matter how hard it gets. And while you're at it, hit that like button, share this with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more motivation. Your story isn't over. It's just beginning. The mirror doesn't lie, and neither should you. Every day you wake up, you're given another chance to rewrite your story. Another opportunity to silence the doubts and prove the world and yourself. But let me tell you something. Chances don't mean anything if you don't seize. You can't keep waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect time, or the perfect circumstances. They don't exist. Life is messy, unpredictable, but it's in that chaos where the strongest warriors are forged. Look back at your life. Every hardship, every heartbreak, every time you felt like the world was caving in on you, what did it leave behind? Strength, resilience, a fire that refuses to die. Those moments didn't break you, they shaped you. And yet, here you are, doubting yourself, still holding on to the lies that you're not good enough, not smart enough, not strong enough. But what if I told you that those doubts are the very chains keeping you from your greatness? You see, the world doesn't want you to win. Society thrives on conformity, on people playing it safe, staying small, and living within the lines. But that's not your destiny. You weren't born to blend in. You were born to break the mold. Think about it. The greatest minds, the most powerful leaders, the innovators who changed history, they all had one thing in common. They refused to listen to the voices of doubt, both from within and from the world around them. They chose to believe in themselves, and that's what you need to do. Block out the noise, the criticism, the distractions. Focus on your vision, your goals, and your purpose. Because at the end of the day, the only voice that matters is the one inside your head. But here's the catch. That voice can either be your greatest ally or your worst enemy. It can lift you up or tear you down. And the choice of what it becomes is entirely up to you. So, what are you feeding your mind? Are you filling it with doubts, fears, and excuses? Or are you feeding it with discipline, courage, and unshakable belief? Your thoughts shape your reality. What you tell yourself becomes your truth. Stop saying, I can't. Stop saying, it's too hard. Start saying, I will. Start saying, I am. Because you are powerful. You are capable. You are unstoppable. But don't just take my word for it. Prove it to yourself. Start small if you have to. Set a goal, no matter how tiny, and crush it. Then set another. And watch as your confidence grows, as your strength multiplies, as you become the person you've always known you could. It won't be easy. It will hurt.